More than 20% of the Indian female population in reproductive age suffer from PCOS, and the current set of interventions adopted by healthcare practitioners are restricted to, managing blood sugar level and weight loss. Before we understand the specific molecular abnormalities that causes low estrogen level, that causes, PCOS, let us understand why the focus is on weight loss and managing blood sugar level. So when there is low estrogen levels, it could inhibit butyrate production that impacts your satiety. It could lead to high ghrelin levels that leads to overeating, and it could also stimulate production of lipopolysaccharides, LPS, that leads to fat gain, right? So the point is, should we just focus on, managing these symptoms, or should we understand, what causes PCOS, right? So the root cause of PCOS is gut and oral microbial dysbiosis. So specific gut and oral microbes called, these group of microbes are called estrabolome. They express a specific enzyme that metabolizes estrogen. So when you have a gut or oral microbial dysbiosis, it could impact the estrogen level. It could lead to low or high estrogen levels. So if this enzyme is underexpressed, it could lead to low estrogen levels, right? And this triggers the onset of PCOS, and all these symptoms is because of imbalance in your gut and oral microbiome. However, the story does not stop here. So when you have PCOS, there are, estrogen receptors on the salivary glands, and when there is low estrogen levels, it could impact your salivary quality and flow. It could lead to dry mouth. It could lead to growth of pathogen in your mouth. It could inhibit nitric oxide production, which could further stimulate onset of type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular diseases. So that is how your PCOS is a metabolic disease, caused by gut and oral microbial dysbiosis, which could, even impact your oral health. It could lead to gum disease. It could even, inhibit production of nitric oxide, which is required to dilate blood vessels, which is required for glucose uptake, and therefore low estrogen levels could, trigger onset of type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular disease as well.